Hello everyone, this is Vivek from Biker Baker, and today I'm going to change my motorcycle's clutch plates. My bike has completed 60,000 kilometers, and now I've started to feel that the clutch is kind of dragging. It's not holding up when I really power it up. The response is a little slow, so I can feel that there's a little bit of a drag when I'm accelerating. So I have decided that I will update the clutch plates. It's a preventive maintenance activity that I'm going to take. So I've picked up EBC clutch plate set, which is this particular model, CK series. It's a heavy duty original equipment, so it's a direct replacement. I am not changing the pressure plates, and I am not changing the springs. I don't feel the springs have become loose. They are gripping well. Pressure plates, upon opening up the system, I will be able to see and then figure it out. Apart from that, before opening up the casing, I do need the gasket, but unfortunately it's not available right now out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and try to take it out without damaging the original gasket. Hopefully I should be able to pull it out slowly so that there's no damage to the original gasket. Apart from that, I also got gasket sealant in case I do end up damaging it. Then I will use the same gasket and use the sealant over it to seal it up. And as and when I am able to pick up the new gasket, I will replace it then. I've already changed the engine oil, so I'm not gonna worry about that part. I always put the bike on the side stand to change the clutch plates, because the oil will not drip. It's a very little amount of oil that comes down. So that's alright. Before you start, do moisten the clutch plates in oil for some time so that they absorb the oil and you do not have too much friction. Because once you install, the amount of oil that goes in the housing is not too much. It's just a little amount of oil that's running around. So the clutch, once fitted, may not get complete amount of oil in the inner sides, where it's compressed completely. So do dip them in the oil to begin with. And I've already loosened the casing, so I'm going to start it now. I've already loosened it. It's not too much to loosen it. It's pretty easy to loosen it out. Always remember which bolt goes there. Mostly they should be all similar. But there may be slight variation, but you should come to know once you install it back. So now I'm going to pull out the casing. I've taken off all the bolts. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 bolts in total. So now the casing has to come off. The only thing is it's going to leak a little bit of oil, which I may have to replenish. So Archit is loosening up the cable on top. I'm assuming that it's holding up because of that. Right, the casing is out. We did manage to strip the original gasket. Not a good scene. But we did learn one more thing, that before you want to take the casing out, disconnect the cable. If you don't disconnect the cable, it doesn't come out. So now we have taken it off. The casing came out just like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these. Now remember how this is put. It is not all in the same line. One unit is in a cross line over here. You can see this, right? So every other plate is in the same groove except for one. So we have to remember that when installing it back, it's got to go in the same way. I'm going to take them out, and as I take them out, I'm going to try and put them back in the same format. Hope I do not screw up, but let's give it a try and just follow it out. This is a very simple clutch unit to open. Just take the central hub out and the plates will be out. So I'm going to show it once it's out. So I've taken the clutch plates out. You need something like this to pry them out because they're quite deep inside. There are grooves underneath here, open slots, so you can push those pins and then pull it out. Similarly, you can align it from on top over here and then get them out. So my clutch plates are in my hand, and these are the ones. If you go to see, the plates are in a very good state. They are not burnt, which means whatever clutch setting that I've been keeping it on, and the friction plates, they are not burnt, overrun anywhere. Very good condition. I'm going to go one step at a time. I'm not going to push them all together. There you go. So that way I know I'm following the same flow. The last one, as mentioned, one of them does not sit exactly into the same groove slot, sits in the outer groove slot. Now the plates are in its place. There you go. Springs again, clean them, make sure they are nice and tidy. People do use stronger spring for better clutch grips, but that makes the spring, the clutch working a little harder. The lever will feel a little bit of more stiffness.
And what's the benefit you're saying? Performance-wise, it's slightly better?
Slightly better because it's pressing onto the clutch plates a little more, so it sticks better, lesser slippage. 5 springs, 5 spring bolts. Keep a count so that you do not miss out any bolt or screw. The process of putting those bolts back will be same. Go alternating. Do not tighten just one. Tighten all of them in a sync or a flow. And do not over tighten ever. There's no fun in over tightening. The spring is gonna keep it in its place. There's no point over tightening anything at all, for that matter. I'm gonna go in star formation. Now it's started to tighten up. Yep, tighten. Yep. So it stopped tightening anymore. Just a little pressure to make sure they do not open up out here. Spring is going to do that job, but just for our own satisfaction, tighten it a little more. That's about it. Now I'm going to clean the gasket, and then I'll clean the gasket on the casing, use the sealant, and then put it back on. While I'm going to put it back on, I need to reinstall the cable here, and after that we need to lock it back on. So let me get on to that. Now I will be able to seal it well. I did also take out the actuating arm. Did realize that the spring was broken, so I've asked my friend to get me a brand new spring. So I'll install the spring and then put it back in place. So with that spring again, the release action should be good. this is how it will be. This is how it goes. Basically, it has to be in this groove. The unit will lock up in this groove over here, and when you pull it pulls it out. So now I'm going to install the new spring. Mine was broken. There goes. There's the washer. There's the washer here. Before I put it in, I've also asked my friend Archit to get me some grease. Applying the RTV clear sealant to make a nice sealant all over the place, but it's fine. There you go. It's in place. First things first, as I said, let's put the cable in. That would be a task later on. Go. Before we tighten all the bolts, let's just make sure it's sealed well. Same process. We have to go one by one, tightening all the bolts. So we will not done. So clutch plates are changed. Now I'm going to set my cable and wait for some time for the housing to seal up, and then take it for a spin. We'll know if the job is done well or we are not going anywhere. Hope this helps you guys trying to do your own clutch. If in case you have any doubts, once again put it in the comments and I'll try to respond to that.